What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Javante, aka Express Yourself. I'm coming back here with another video, man. Today, I got a good one for y'all. A good one for my men out here on retention. Today, I got the best dating advice for men on retention. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna be dating for the time being. Just because I'm trying to go 365 days on this practice. Try my best to at least, and I'm not really too focused on dating, but I have dated with this while doing this practice, and I bumped my head, and I've learned a few lessons along the journey, and I think it'd be nice to present you guys with some tips, things you should look out for, things you should do, things you should avoid, especially if you're just a beginner on this journey, right? So my first very important, like, the best tip I could give you is don't have no baby, bro. And I know this is gonna sound like kind of like an oxymoron because you're on retention and you don't plan on releasing, so don't really plan on having no kids, right? But things happen. We might get on it. Some of us are on this retention journey with the intention to get a girlfriend, and once we get a girlfriend, we're probably gonna stop doing this practice. Not me, because I'm gonna try to at some point to be a lifelong retainer, where the only time I'm ever releasing is with the intention to have a kid. But that's a work in progress, I don't expect to just do that, but some men are out here just doing it to get a girlfriend, that's their goal. That's okay. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But once you get this girl, no babies, no babies, no bueno, no babies. If you want to have babies, bro, wait until you're at least 30 plus, or at least wait till you have a good six-figure salary for 5 years plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not talking about just one good year. You ran up 100K one good year. I need to be consistent. Listen, bro, we need to stop having babies while we're broke. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with a lot of society right now. We're having babies while we're broke, and we're not preparing these kids for nothing. And I don't want to offend anyone that has kids, because some people watching this, they might have kids and they might not be in the best financial spot. This isn't an attack to you, bro, but I'm just saying, to make the world a better place, we need to start having plans for when we have kids, bro. We need to start having real deal plans, trust funds, savings accounts, all ready for the kid before they're here. I've been having this argument for a while, bro, but because I feel like people think that's so unrealistic, but it's not, bro. It's fucking not. It's hard, but it's not unrealistic. So if you're on this journey, you find you a baddie, you attract the most beautiful girl on the planet. I don't care who she is, bro. You don't need to have kids with her, bro. No babies. Non-negotiable. So my next piece of advice would be upfront and be honest about the journey about the journey you're on. You don't have to explicitly say I'm on sim retention. You don't have to say that. Just say I'm celibate. I'm on a celibate journey. I'm trying to get closer to my faith. You can say some BS, But if you're not comfortable just saying I'm on sim retention, because that has a lot of explaining to do within itself. If you just say you're celibate, that's like, a girl's not gonna question you too hard about it. She's just gonna be like, okay, he's just not having sex. But once you say I'm on sim retention, that kind of like clicks a different thing into their head, But either or, tell her about this. Tell her you're on this journey. Don't release with this girl. Like, don't keep it a secret. Like, go on a long street, keep it a secret from her, and then you do it with her, and then release. And you're blaming her for everything. Subconsciously, you're like, she took my seed. I knew I shouldn't have did that. Now you're just blaming the girl for some shit that you chose to do as a man. No, just tell her, like, I'm on retention right now. Like, I haven't released or done anything like that. I'm trying to work on my desires and stuff like that. I haven't released in this amount of days, and explain to her, like, if I do this with you, it's gonna mean a lot to me, you know. Tell her, listen, the last time I had sex while on this journey, I told the girl straight up, bro, if I release with you, I need you to take care of me for 2 to 3 days. I straight told her that. Or not two, like 1 or 2 days, you know, that's all I really need. I told her you gotta straight pamper me and take care of me, bro. Cause I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not going to work. I didn't have a job at the time either, so that wasn't a thing. So I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work out. I'm not going outside to do nothing. I'm not going on no walks. I'm laying down. I'm watching TV. I'm drinking lemon water. I'm eating fruit. And you're gonna go buy all that fruit and get all that stuff for me too, respectfully. But yeah, just be upfront, you know. And maybe she might not like it. She might fuck with it. You might be the girl that's also celibate, and she's not really too concerned about sex either. So y'all just having a natural vibe conversation, and then, you know, y'all end up dating. Now y'all having sex. Now you can really, my goal is to try to start having sex without releasing. I'm gonna try that at some point. I just have to find the right girl to do that with. I don't want to. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't want to just. It's certain people that I don't want to even tell that I'm on this journey. Some certain girls, you know, they're in certain circles. This is something you got to look out for, or something that I personally look out for. Certain girls are in certain circles where information gets passed around about the guys they're messing with, the guys in the city, you know, and I would rather, personally, not be known as a guy that's holding on to his nuts in my city for right now. Because eventually it's going to happen, you know. This channel's going to blow the hell up. We all know that's going to happen. And eventually everyone's going to know I'm holding my nuts. But for right now, let's just keep a peaceful life. People, like, real life, I have one or two more pieces of advice, but let me go on this little side rant. In real life, people think I'm still, like, fucking, like, there's only a couple of people that I told that I'm not. It's not even, I haven't even told people I'm celibate or anything like that. I just tell people I'm not dating or anything like that. But people still think I'm fucking them. And, you know, I don't care. I don't have to, I'm saying this to say, don't feel too much pressure to be, like, perceived as a retainer. Like, there's no benefits in being perceived as a retainer. The only benefit is actually doing this practice and just holding it in. You don't have to tell the whole world about it. Keep it. This is supposed to be a secret. Sacred. This is a sacred practice, man. Keep it to yourself. But my third piece of advice, and this might be a little bit of a controversial one, you know, if you're already dating, don't take this too seriously. If you're already dating someone, just throw this out the window, but date with the intention for it to end. You know, date with the intention for it to eventually end. Don't be out here, like, you know, making up scenarios. I know I used to do this bad, but making up scenarios about how you're gonna spend the rest of your life with this girl, you know, she's giving you some attention, she's bad, and you're just like, we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. It's probably not gonna happen, bro. Listen, I don't want to put doubt on you. Like, if you feel like I'm doubting you, like, take this information, block the message, you know. But in my head, how it works, you know, a girl's gonna find you while you're grinding, right? So you're really on your shit, you're really locking in. A girl is a pretty big distraction, especially if she's bad. You really feeling her. She got your feelings, you know. She's snatching your feelings. A lot of things you're doing, you're thinking about her, you know. That eventually is gonna burn you out. It's gonna have you not on your journey. It's gonna knock you off your purpose a little bit. It's gonna knock you off your pivot, you know. And it takes a strong man to be able to stay on their pivot while dating a bad girl, and they've never really had that experience to do that in the first place. This might be their first baddie, you know, and they're losing their fucking mind. They're calling out of work. They're blowing this girl's phone up, like, and that's just not something you want to do. So date with the intention to end, and that's just gonna make things a whole lot better for you. Cause then you're not sacrificing your morals for your for this girl. Cause listen, y'all, and I see this with a lot of men. They get a baddie and they think that if I mess up and I mess up and she leaves me, I'm never gonna be able to get a girl like this again. Maybe not. Maybe you won't be, but wouldn't it be better for you to be on your purpose than to be chasing the girl around town that's distracting you from your purpose? You know? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be in a long-term committed relationship, but a lot of us ain't ready for all that, bro. A lot of us ain't in the position to be in a long-term committed relationship. Date them for a while, you know, work on your game. You know, spend money, go trick on them, you know, go spend some money on them, go do whatever you want. But when you have that attention that is going to end, is going to save yourself from a lot of heartbreak, a lot of bullshit that goes on, you know, especially for my men that are like building themselves up. Some women, I'm not going to say all women, but some women are just naturally good at just getting the men that they want, you know, and she might see you just as a fun time temporarily while she might be going through with the man that she really wants, or you're just a stepping stool. You might be just in those rooms, you know, and she just sees something in you, but she's not taking it seriously. She has the intention of getting married to someone that can provide for her and her future kids, and that's not you right now. So just date with the intention for it to end. I'm not saying do them dirty, but just date with the intention for it to end. And my last piece of advice is don't catch no charges for these women. Don't go to jail. Don't catch no charges. Now, this don't apply to me, but when you get into a relationship, it's a lot of emotions that's involved, you know. It's a lot of emotions involved in. Listen, bro, these girls can get you, bro. These girls can bait you. If you end up in a relationship with the wrong one, the one that likes to the one that'll do something like that'll call the police on you. You don't even want to be in a relationship with somebody that will call the police on you and get you in any type of trouble, you know. But you don't want to end up with a girl that's playing with you, because there's some real demons out here, y'all. And when you're shining like that, when you're shining and you're glowing on this retention journey, those demons are gonna want to attack, bro. And she might set up a long, elaborate plan to get you out of your zone. Might go cheat on you, might go slash your tires, do something like real crazy to get under your skin, to make you act crazy and ruin your life. But don't do it. Remember, the worst thing you can do is catch a felony. Like, the worst thing you can do is catch a felony. Fuck what Trump got going on right now, because he's a felon. But anyone else, if you catch a felony, your life is so much more difficult. I was about to say your life is over, but I don't want to say all that, bro. But it's gonna make your life so much more difficult. You can't even get like jobs. You can't vote. You can't do a lot of. I don't even know if you can own a home. There's just a lot of shit you can't do when you catch a felony. So avoid that. Avoid. I'm gonna run down the list again. No babies. Be upfront about the practice. Date with the intentions for it to end. Don't end up in jail. I've seen this happen to too many men in my life where they're dealing with a girl and they end up catching a felony. A little DV. Not a little, but a big serious DV. And I'm not saying it's right to hit your girl. It's not right to hit your girl, but I also understand at the same time, women can bring those emotions out of you. Nah, it doesn't happen to me. I'm not saying it happens to me, but I'm observant. I've seen my friends argue with their girls before. I've seen how girls get under your skin, are real good at getting under your skin, you know. And just don't let it happen to you, y'all. Don't let it happen to you. Peace, love, and harmony to everyone that's tuning in to another video, man. Love and appreciate y'all for checking back in with me. Peace out.